It's time for another rod review here on Kemp Outside, and this one we're going to take a look at the Ugly Stik Carbon Inshore. Guys, I'm super excited about this rod. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We're doing another rod review, and this one is the Ugly Stik Carbon Inshore. Guys, I'm super excited to do this rod review because I've been looking forward to testing out this rod ever since I saw it. And guys, one of the things that I really like about Ugly Stik is its durability and price point, but I have always wished that they had a lighter weight rod that was a little bit more sensitive, right? And Ugly Stik has answered that challenge with their Carbon series. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but I recently did a review of their Ugly Stik Carbon, which is right here, that I am going to take fishing here in a minute. I'm doing all these review videos at once and then releasing them. So, but check that out when it comes out. I'm gonna put a link right up here where you can check that out. But I really like that rod so far. I can't wait to get it out on the water. And by the time that video airs, I will have fished with it, so you'll be able to see it out on the water. As well as this one, we're gonna take this one fishing before the end of the video. But I wanted to basically talk about it a little bit. So this rod in the inshore comes in a 6'6", a 7 foot, or a 7'6" length, and you can get them in either medium light, medium, or medium heavy, and with line ratings between 8 to 15 pounds and 12 to 20 pounds. So lots of different options for this rod. And I've got a buddy who fishes offshore spinning gear with their medium heavy rods, where he goes for like red snapper and even grouper and stuff with these Ugly Stik Carbon rods. So that's Captain Christopher Weir with Fish Huge channel. If you've ever checked out Fish Huge, go say hi to my buddies. But you'll see these Carbon Inshores catching monster fish over there. So ever since I saw Captain Chris fishing with the bigger version of these, I'm like, I want to get a smaller version. So this one is their 7'6", one piece medium light action rod in 8 to 15 pound line class. It is an extra fast action, and it's suitable for 8 to 15 pound mono or 8 to 20 pound braid, 1/8 ounce to 3/4 ounce lures. So just keep that in mind. Guys, this handle is really cool. It's kind of a mixture of cork and then the EVA foam with the heat shrink grip. It's really thin. I really like that. Really comfortable reel seat, and then cork on the front. And if you guys have seen rod reviews from me before, you know that while I don't mind EVA foam, I am a sucker for cork. So if I've got cork on my rod, I'm pretty happy. So I do like that it has a cork feel. It does have a little hook keep. I'm a big fan of hook keeps. Really important aspect is that you're not nicking the insert or the inside of the guide with your hook. You never want to hook your hook inside the guide, but hang it on the frame or on the hook keep. So you'll hear that at almost every rod review I do, because I think it's really that important. This rod has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guides and a tip for 9 total guides. And guys, this rod for a 7'6" rod is super light. I really like it. Retail on this rod is $99.95, guys. So, you know, my threshold is $100, right? If I say if I'm gonna spend $100 on a piece of fishing gear, it's gotta perform well. We're gonna go find out. We're gonna put this rod through its paces and see how it does. But all in all, guys, I like it a lot so far. I really like the color, just in talking about it. I think it's a sharp looking rod. Let's talk a little bit about, you know, Ugly Stik's claims. So Ugly Stik says it's still 50% stronger and now 30% lighter, right? The Ugly Stik Carbon Inshore series features 100% graphite for a lightweight rod, crisp actions, and increased sensitivity while maintaining the legendary toughness expected from Ugly Stik. And guys, I will say that is one of the things that I love about Ugly Stik is I've got Ugly Stik rods that I've had for 20 years plus that are still kicking because they are tough as nails, and they've been dragged all over the country, fished everywhere with those things, and they are still kicking because they are durable. It says, on average, based on controlled lab testing, when comparing Ugly Stik Carbon model medium heavy to the Abu Garcia Vendetta model, and I did a review on the Vendetta, guys. Their two-piece rod. You can check that out right up here. The Abu Garcia Vendetta rod. I really like that rod, by the way. It is 50% stronger and 30% lighter, right? So cool. So I guess that is the 50% stronger than the Vendetta, but on average, based on controlled lab testing, compared to the Ugly Stik GX2, which I have right here, right? So this is the Ugly Stik GX2. It is 30% lighter. So 50% stronger than the Vendetta, 30% lighter than the GX2. Sounds good to me. Let's roll with that. It is a 100% 24-ton graphite blank, and it features the one-piece stainless steel Ugly Tough guides, which I've mentioned before in my other videos, that I really like one-piece guides because the insert can't pop out and then you have a useless rod until you replace the guide again. So I do like the stainless steel one-piece guides. I'm hoping that the stainless holds up over time to salt. We're gonna find out. But guys, whatever you use in saltwater needs to be maintained. You need to rinse it, you need to clean it, you need to make sure that it's taken care of. And if you take care of your gear, it'll take care of you, it'll last a long time. As I said before, premium cork foregrip, shrink tube rear handle, and then this rod has a 7-year warranty from Ugly Stik, so just keep that in mind. This rod I am going to pair with a Pflueger President XT. So I'm excited about this reel. I did a review on this reel, by the way, guys. If you want to check that out, I'll put a link right up here where you can check that out. We're going to load this reel up with some line, and we're going to take this rod fishing to see how it does. But I'm very, very excited because I have wanted to test this rod and test this reel for quite a while. I'm super excited about the Pflueger President. Now, the Pflueger President reel is not a saltwater rated reel, guys, so I'm going to have to be up on top of my maintenance for this because, you know, it isn't a sealed system like some of the Penn reels and stuff like that that I'm in the process of reviewing as well. But I do like that it's lightweight and is relatively, you know, sealed up so that it doesn't have all the skeletization of some of the other Pflueger reels. Like this one is the Supreme. And if you've seen my review on the Supreme, let me run this up. You can see just how skeletonized this is under here and in the spool itself. And that really doesn't make for a good saltwater reel because you get a lot of saltwater intrusion. So as excited as I am for these Pflueger reels, I think for the most part, the Supreme and the Supreme XT I'm going to use just in fresh water. But the President and the President XT I'm going to use in saltwater. So check out all my Pflueger reel reviews, guys. I've got those coming out. We're doing a bunch of rod and reel reviews right now on Kemp Outside. And guys, I sometimes have a promo code for Ugly Stik where you can get 10% off. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Ugly Stik doesn't run it all the time, but it does run it for various promotions. If my promo code is working when you watch this video, check it out. I'm going to put it down below. And if it does work, you'll get 10% off. Guys, all the links below are affiliate links, which means if you use my link to purchase, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a great way to support my channels. I get a little commission on the sale. It's greatly appreciated. Let's go put some line on this thing and let's go fishing. All right, guys, let's finish up our review on the Ugly Stik Carbon Inshore. Guys, in short, I really, really like this rod. It's lightweight. It's 7'6", so I'm maximizing my casting distance. It has great bite detection. Really, really pleased with it. Love the grip, love the full grip. Love the mixture of cork and EVA with this heat shrink tubing. I love that it's really thin. Guys, I could cast this rod all day, and that is what I'm looking for when I'm looking for an inshore rod, is something that I can cast all day long, make 500 casts, 700 casts in a day without wearing out my shoulder, my wrist, my elbow, my hand. I'm getting older, and it's harder for me to fish all day long. And so I need a rod that's lightweight. I need a reel that's lightweight. I need something that I can just cast all day long without getting soreness or fatigue. And that's why I'm looking for lightweight, long rods where I can maximize my casting distance, where the rod does the work instead of me doing the work to get that distance. Because I fish in high fishing pressure areas. So Tampa Bay and Sarasota Bay, there's tons of fishermen, there's tons of boats, there's tons of guides. And so fish are very used to fishermen. And so what you need to do is you need to maximize your casting distance, because you have a better chance of getting a hookup. Yeah, you can catch fish closer to the boat, but the big fish, the trophy fish that you want to catch, are oftentimes spooked by boats. So you want to maximize your casting distance. You really want something like this rod that gives you 7'6" of length. So you're really maximizing the amount of throw you get from the rod. You want a good action. You want lightweight. You want good bite detection. You want good sensitivity. All of that is in this rod, guys, and at a $100 price point, right? You really can't beat it. Yes, there are more expensive rods on the market, and do they perform better than this rod? Well, yeah, I would say they do. Like my St. Croix Mojo Inshore, right, is twice the price of this rod, but I don't think it's twice the rod, right? Do I think it's better? Yeah, I do. Do I think it's twice as good? No, I don't. So if you're looking for rods on a budget where you want to maximize your casting distance, I think you should put the Ugly Stik Carbon Inshore on your list of rods to check out. And right now, for the month of April, guys, Ugly Stik is running a promo. So if you use my promo code UGLYCAMP10, you'll get 10% off your entire order for Ugly Stik. Whether you're buying the Carbon Inshore or just the Carbon or some GX2s or some travel rods or whatever you're buying from Ugly Stik, use my promo code and you'll get 10% off. Guys, that promo code doesn't always work, so Ugly Stik turns it on and turns it off depending on what kind of promos they're doing. So, you know, if you're watching this not in the month of April, you might want to give that promo code a try to see if it works, see if it's turned on. But I know for the month of April, from April 1st to April 30th, that promo code will work. 2025, obviously. And it's been on before, so I'm sure it'll be on again. I love working with the guys at Ugly Stik. I think they produce an awesome product at a great price for families. So if you have any questions about the Ugly Stik Inshore, Carbon Inshore, drop something below. I'd love to hear from you. Or if you fished with this, tell me what you think. Guys, also, I'm going to have a review coming out on the President XT reel from Pflueger. This is not a saltwater reel, guys, but I'm using it in saltwater, so stay tuned to the channel to see how it does long term. I'm really excited about this reel. My only question is durability for saltwater use. So we're going to see how that works. So stay tuned. As a matter of fact, why don't you hit that subscribe, ring that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. It so helps me with the algorithm. It helps people find my channel, and I really appreciate it. Guys, you can connect with us on our other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X, or our website at kempoutside.com. I have a whole lot of fishing review stuff coming out right now from Pflueger, from Ugly Stik, from Penn, Abu Garcia, all kinds of stuff coming out, guys. Plano tackle bags. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming out. So I know I've mentioned a bunch of different videos in these reviews. I'm kind of shooting them all together. If you don't see a video that I've mentioned in this video, know that it is coming out soon, right? I probably just haven't released it yet. I didn't really consider the order of videos coming out when I mentioned them. So if you don't see it, stay tuned to the channel. It'll be out soon. So be on the lookout for the review of the Pflueger President XT, for the Ugly Stik Carbon, their freshwater rod, for a whole bunch of Penn gear, all kinds of stuff. We got a bunch of stuff coming. I hope you'll camp out with us right here on Kemp Outside. Guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We'll see you next time.